Hello. Oh, you know what? I forgot my water. Good evening. And I know this is really late, y'all. I don't ever do live this late. Good evening. I don't ever do lives this late, but I had to talk about this. And I just got back from a alumni event, a VCU alumni event. And I said, you know what? I'm going to talk about it tonight. Okay? Because I have been holding this in for 3 days. And this is a skill that I want to teach men and women, right? This is not just for the ladies. This is for the men too. This is a skill that I need to teach. And if you're out here and you're single and you're dating, okay, or you're, in a relationship where you're not married, you're not fully committed yet, I need to teach you the skill. Okay. And I have been slammed busy the last 3 days, but I wanted to come on, and it's late. It's 9:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I am, but I wanted to come on and I wanted to talk about this important skill. This is really, really important. And so as you come in and you join, let me know your first name if you want to share. Let me know the city, state, or country that you're coming to us from. And I'm going to try to go in and just greet everybody. I'm going to wave at you. Okay, let us know your first name and the city, state, or country that you're coming to us from. Good evening, Robert. Okay, but I need to teach you this skill. And this is a skill, Jason from Richmond. All right, Jason. All right, Robert, Savannah, Georgia. Thank you. Keishel, Brooklyn, Mahogany in Colorado. Love it. Derek in DC. Thank you. Thank you for coming on this evening. I want to talk with you a little bit about a skill. Please let us know your first name. Don from Orlando. Thank you. Your first name and your city, state, or country that you're coming to us from. Christine in Phoenix. Hello, Christine. Welcome. Is it Stefan or Stefan? Trinidad? Oh, love it. Welcome. Thank you. So share with us your first name, your city, state, or country that you're coming to us from. But I want to teach you a skill tonight, and everybody can learn this skill. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, you need to learn this skill. And it is, you will invest based on how you are treated. Okay? I'm seeing too many people out here in these dating streets that are investing in people based on how they feel about that person, based on, hi, Brandon from Atlanta. Hello. They are investing based on how they feel or what they want to get out of it. And I'm going to tell you, that's going to trip you up every time, every single time. If you go into a situation and you are investing in a person or putting effort toward a person, and the only thing you're focused on is what you want to get out of it or how much you like that person, that's how people get burned. That's how people get used. Okay? Please let us know your first name, your city, state, or country that you're coming to us from. Thank you. Okay? So everybody can learn this skill. And a big foundational piece of this skill is you love yourself, you know your worth and your value, you recognize all the good that you bring to anyone in any situation, right? And you got to remember this, you are not for everyone, right? So this is what hems people up. You want to be for everyone. You're not for everyone. And so as soon as you get that impression, as soon as it comes across your mind that, you know what, I think I'm doing too much. Like that's a sign right there that you reel it back in. And then you kind of just see what happened. You wait, right? What is this person going to do? What's the reciprocation here? But see, if you're just giving, doing, and, and then it's the giving and the doing with the expectation. That's what be messing you up. And you're thinking, okay, well, I'm showing this person, I'm proving to them how great I am. Thank you, Derek, for the badge. Love you. Thank you so much. And you too can buy a badge for this evening. And I appreciate you. Let me tell you, this is how we keep the content rolling. Please consider buying a badge of any amount. I appreciate you so much. Okay? But thank you. Oh, so Terrence from North Augusta, welcome. But yeah, we have got to remember this. Keep this in the forefront of your mind. So no matter how attracted you are to that person, how much you like that person, you are going to invest based on how they're treating you, how they're reciprocating. Because I've seen too many people get used. And so, and especially, let me tell you something, especially if there's any part of you that feels performance driven, like if there's any part of you that feels like, I got to prove, I got to show, I got to, I got to put on this performance, right? All the time. That's not healthy. And that's how people get used. And the second that a person can smell that, just like dogs can smell fear, people can smell that level of desperation. They can smell this idea of, okay, this person likes me way more than I like them. They're feeling me way more than I'm feeling them. So I like this. I like being on the other end of this. So I'm gonna take advantage of this. And there are people in our world that do. Sad but true. People take advantage of it. And they think, okay, hey, you want to bring me lunch every day? You want to do this and that? Okay. I mean, that's human nature. People are going to take advantage of that. But you have got to step back and you've got to say, okay, what is this person? Is this person reciprocating anything that I'm giving and doing? Am I getting anything in response? You have got to be willing to do that. So it's like a dance, right? You step forward. They then come toward you. You step forward, they come toward you. It's like a dance. But if you are doing all of the moving and the person's like the person, I don't know if you remember this when you were a little kid. I know I did as a female. So I'm a little girl and I would put my feet on my father's feet. And that's how we danced, right? So when my father, I think I was like 4 or 5 years old, he would say, put your feet on my feet, and we would like dance. No, but we grown. Don't do that no more. Like, you don't do that no more. You don't allow the person to put their feet on your feet and watch you dance around, watch you carry all that weight. That person should be on their own 2 feet. And as you move, they move. As you do, they do. As you call, they call back. As you text, they text. That's how that little dance is supposed to go. But I'm seeing too many people get used. And this is something, to me, this is easy. You express your interest. So if you are a man, and this is how it works on my platform, men are masculine here. Men pursue, men initiate, right? That's the polarized option that men have on my platform because that's what I teach. I'm old school. I teach men how to be men, and I ask that women be women. I am traditional, if nothing else. I make no apologies for that. Okay, I'm going to take off my name badge. I didn't realize I still had it on. I make no apologies for men being men and women being women. And this idea that those 2 things are interchangeable, we don't do that here. Okay, if you got the parts of a man, you're the man. If you got the parts of a woman, you're the woman. Men, masculine, women, feminine. That's how we do it here. And women, our part to play as a healthy feminine is we are open and receptive, right? So when we're out on a date with a man that we're just meeting, we're not sitting there with the stank face. We're not sitting there looking uninterested or looking at our phone. We are engaged with the man. We are looking at him. We are smiling at him. Oh, really? Oh my gosh. We are engaged. That person has our full attention because that man went through the trouble of asking us to go on this date, maybe picking us up or meeting us at the place and making a plan, picking a place, picking a time, And we're going to have the decency to give him our full presence, our full attention. And smile, be pleasant. And ladies, that's even if you discover on that date that y'all aren't a good fit. Like, you know what? Something has been said, or, just something I noticed. We're not a good fit. I still want you to give that man your full attention. I want you to be kind. I want you to be sweet. And remember, every date we go on is practice. Every date we go on is practice. I'm seeing too many women out here saying, I'll do this and that. I'll be feminine. I'll be the girl once, a man comes along that I like and that I want or that I want to marry. No. Every man is practice. Every man is practice, ladies. And so I can't tell you how many dates I've been on in the last, 2 or 3 years. Quite a few. And some of them were one time. And okay, we weren't a good fit. I found out something on that date that we just weren't a good fit. But it's good practice. And so I make sure I am the same on the first date and the 2,502nd date, whatever, right? I am the same. I show up the same. And sometimes I show up, as I always do, my feminine self, and I discover that man is also wanting to occupy the feminine side of the fence. And so I don't become masculine. I just, I don't engage. Like, I'm not going to. He wants to put me in that energy and I don't allow it. And eventually nothing becomes of it because we're both on the feminine side of the fence. Like, nothing becomes of it. He wants me to chase. He wants me to call or text or plan dates or ask him out. That's not going to happen. And so that falls flat. Nothing becomes of it because we're both on that same side of the fence. So ladies, a lot of ladies have been saying to me, what do I do when I come across these men that are in their feminine energy? What do I do with these men who will not plan dates, who will not pursue, who will not call or will not text? You don't do anything. You don't do anything, right? That's the boy energy in you wants to make something happen. And my response is nothing. You don't do anything. I don't do anything. And I've had that happen quite a bit where a man doesn't call, doesn't text. He says, and then he may reach out weeks later. Hey, you haven't called. I don't even have a response for that because last I checked, I'm the girl. So yeah, if you have an interest, a real interest in me, let's go here. And ladies, some of y'all are not going to like this. If you have a genuine interest in me, because I know how masculine men are wired, they're going to make something happen. And if you don't have a genuine interest in me, or you're shy, or you're, introverted, or whatever little thing they want to call it, where a man doesn't do what men do, you're not for me. That wouldn't be a good fit anyway. Nothing would come of it because I am a polarized feminine woman. I require men. That's the first requirement that I have, that you show up masculine. Okay. So don't do anything. Don't do anything. And a lot of women are saying what to do because they want this man, but you wanting him, that's not enough. He has to want you. He has to be masculine enough to pursue you, because all that's going to do is put you in your masculine energy. So you don't do anything. You do not do anything. But when you meet that healthy masculine man, you reciprocate. You reciprocate. You act happy to hear from him. You respond to his texts in a timely manner. You respond to his calls. You are pleasant to talk with. You are excited. You are fun and flirty and feminine and free and all the good F words, right? That's how that goes. That's the energy that he needs to continue his pursuit. I look forward to talking with you. Oh, I had such a wonderful time. Oh, I'm so glad that you texted. I was just thinking about you. Oh, I really missed hearing from you. See, these are all the wonderful feminine ways that you encourage a man to continue his masculine pursuit. That's it. Okay, that's it. But unfortunately, a lot of men today, especially a lot of younger men, and by younger, I mean 35 and under, they are raised in a different time, by a bunch of women, and they don't quite understand the idea of making something happen. Like, we need you to make something happen. And let me tell you, the main reason why that is because it's attractive. It is so utterly attractive. Being with a man who calls and texts and plans dates and I want to go here. I heard about this place and, I called and made a reservation. That is incredibly attractive. So for all the men who are talking about, the sex they're not getting and all the sex they want to get, okay, here's a little tip. Be masculine. Make plans. Know what you want. Express that to the woman you're interested in. Initiate, pursue. All of those things are incredibly attractive. But this idea of, okay, I'm in proximity to you, and I'm hoping that you're going to reach out, that you're going to call or text or walk up to me or however that goes, or you're going to, and let me tell y'all, and it's been since last year, but this is the thing that really irritated me. So on the dating apps, okay, let's go there. And y'all know how I feel about dating apps, but on the dating app, the man who sends the wink, the man who sends the heart, the man who says hi. Y'all, can I be honest? Like, none of this is getting me wet. None of this is making me excited. Like, it's just not even close. Okay. So yeah, have something to say that's related to something you saw on the woman's profile or something about, it could even be her attractive appearance, but something you saw, something you read on her profile that says, yeah, I really, oh man, that picture of you in the red dress is amazing. That is a beautiful dress. You look amazing. Even that, I'll even take that over hi. All right, I had a question. Can we get private sessions with you online? Yes, you can. You're going to click the link in my bio, or you're going to go to the website. And betterlovemovement.com/services. That's where everything is. Okay. Yeah, I've been in the weeks later category. Okay. Yes. But fellas, I'm just going to keep it real. It is your assertiveness. It's your very direct, assertive, hey, this is why I'm here. This is what I'm interested in. And let me go here. For all of you gentlemen that maybe you're not ready for a relationship. Maybe you're just, you're a very attractive woman. I'd like to spend time with you. And maybe that time includes having sex with you. I would even say that. Like, be direct. Be assertive. Now, y'all know I'm not playing those games. I'm not laying down with men that, just for fun. I don't play those games. But there are women out there who do. And I can assure you that they are doing it with men who are very direct, very assertive, know what they want, have a plan for getting what they want. And they're willing to move that goalpost, move that ball down the field. Okay. But guys who are passive, who don't have a clue what they want, they're not assertive, no, nobody's looking to lay down with them. Sorry, but we're not. Like, this is, evolutionary psychology 101. This is polarity 101. You must be the opposite of her. And if she's soft and sweet and feminine, if she's, genteel and she's a little more introverted or more shy, like she's like, I'm really not going to, go after you with gusto. But be the opposite of that. And trust me, you will get far. I assure you. Okay. Note, you are pleasant to talk with. Yes. Yes. Let a man know oh my gosh, I really enjoy our conversations. I enjoy going out with you. You all, I'm telling you, when a man calls me, if I can't answer and he leaves a voicemail, every time I'm like, I love hearing the sound of your voice. The sound of your voice makes my day. Like, it's not hard. It is not hard, ladies. So yes. Now here's the thing I think is interesting about that. A lot of women say to me, well, man, that is so vulnerable, Anita. My God, you're like saying this? Yeah, because that's what feminine is. Feminine is passive, patient, and vulnerable. Those are the three tenets of healthy femininity, right? Passive, and the gentleman is assertive, right? I am collaborative, and he is competitive. See, we are opposites almost in every way. I am going to collaborate with people, and he's going to compete with people. That's how different we are. I am open. I am, I'm just, okay, what did you have in mind? Whenever a gentleman says, hey, I'd love to, hang out. I'd love to go out with you. Great. What did you have in mind? That is the first thing I say in response to that. I don't make suggestions. I don't come up with a bunch of plans. I'd like to see, let's see if you can lead this exchange, right? Fellas, that's what's going to get you laid. Like, can I just be honest? That's what's going to get you laid. You must lead yourself and her to that interaction. But this idea that you're going to be passive and get laid, okay. Okay. You have a brother rethinking and ready to get back to the basics. Please. Yes. And I'm going to be honest with you all. It works. It works. This newfangled thing that people have been doing in the last 5, 10, 15 years. I mean, what does the statistics say? We have more single women. We have more single men. We have more men that are involuntarily celibate. We have more men now who are not having sex, not by any design of their own. They are not in relationships. They are not having sex. That is an issue. That's a problem. But it's because men are not assertive. Men are not even aggressive. Like, there is a lack of healthy masculinity, and we are in a role reversal. So we have women who believe that the things that men once, obtained, that women found so attractive. We have women now saying, well, I'll do those things. I'll become the man I seek. I will get the job and the degree and the car and the house and the money. I will get those things. Bad news. Here's the bad news. Healthy masculine men, they don't care about that. They don't care about that. Now, what women are attracting is a whole lot of feminine energy men. A whole lot of, oh, you got it. Oh, you want to take care of a brother? You want to pay all the bills? You want to, can I move in with you? That's what you attracting. That's what you attracting. You attracting a whole lot of men that are, any man that's that concerned. Thank you so much, Garland. I appreciate you. Any man who is that concerned with what you got. Okay, we're back. I don't know what happened, but be careful, ladies. Be careful. Do not lead with what you have. Do not lead with what you do. Be the girl. Be the girl in this scenario. So what else you got? Bring me back. There we go. I'm back. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with my internet tonight. I am upstairs in my studio and the internet is giving problems. Okay. But thank you, Garland, thank you for the badge. But ladies, I'm going to like it. Okay, there we go. Y'all are not going to like it, but I'm going to be honest with you. I think a lot of you all lead with this stuff because you don't have anything else going on. Like, you're defining your whole self by this stuff. Okay, sorry. I don't know what's going on with the internet. Okay. But you're leading with this masculine stuff because you don't have any other hobbies or interests or passions or things, that you're purposed to do. So you got to get some interest. You got to get some hobbies. Okay. That's what I think a lot of women are missing. They are grinding so hard and they're building and creating and producing, but there isn't anything to balance that out. There's no gardening or cooking or baking or sewing or knitting or doing yoga or exercising or meditation or reading or, bike riding or whatever else you like to do. We don't have that going on. And so you like to talk about the things you're doing instead of who you are. Like being is feminine and doing is masculine. All right. He says, I'm masculine. I tell a woman what I want from the beginning. No games, no lies. Good. That's exactly what most women, and remember, I'm going to talk to the fellas now. So if you are leading, and I'm talking from the jump, this is your clue. You're attempting to lead from the jump. You're saying, hey, I'm interested in you. There's some energy about you that I like. I'd like to get to know more. If she's not allowing for that, if she's saying, oh, you picking the place is controlling, you telling me what time is controlling, run away. Okay? Again, stop wanting to make it something it isn't. Just run away. Run away and find you someone that is feminine. Someone who not only appreciates that, applauds that. Okay? I've been on many dates. I've never questioned where we go, what time we go. That's called none of my business. A man asks me out. He tells me where we're going, what we're doing, what time, maybe how I should be dressed for it. And I'm there. Like, that's it. That's it. So if a woman feels controlled, and I'm gonna pick on the ladies here for a minute, because you all are notorious for this, that when a man wants to lead, you want to shame him by saying he's controlling. And yet, out of the other side of your neck, you asking me, where are all the masculine men? So you can't have it both ways. Okay? You can't have it both ways. Men who are masculine will lead. They will make plans. They will call. They will text. They will tell you, okay, I want to take you to this place at this time. And it's a casual place or it's a dressy place. But don't say out of your mouth that that's controlling, because you're not ready for a masculine man. And fellas, do not accept that shame, right? Do not accept that shame that she trying to put on you. Well, I don't like that that you telling me this and that, and I don't like, no. Just walk away. Like, walk away. Leave her alone. I'm telling you the same thing I'm telling women. Stop trying to make it something it's not. Leave it alone. Find you someone that you can approach. You can say, here's why I've approached you. Here's what I like about you. I'd like to get to know you better. I'd like for us to go out. I'd like to do this. I'd like to take you here. And find you someone that's like, oh my gosh, thank you. I'm just so flattered. That's what you want to do. Okay? That's what you want to do. All right. I'm getting a text from my daughter. I'll deal with her later. Okay? So, and this is what a lot of men don't understand. If that woman, because I've seen this happen so many times, where a man is attempting to lead and the woman starts crying, controlling, and then what does he do? Oh, okay. Well, let me not do that. No. We do not become more feminine when a woman says that. We leave her alone. Leave her alone. Okay? So that's for y'all. If she says, well, that's controlling, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Okay? All right. So we are investing. We are investing in people based on the way they treat us. When they treat us well, we are reciprocating, right? That feels good. I can get with that. That feels amazing. But if we are investing in people and we're not being treated well, we're confused, we're not sure how they really feel about us, what they really think about us, and there's a lot of hot and cold, or, we're taking them out on dates and they're just kind of sitting there, looking through their phone and not really looking at you, not smiling. Ooh, y'all, men. Okay, so this is the first red flag. If you are out on a date and there's no smiling, like, you good. Just leave her alone. Like, leave her alone. A smile is free, the last I checked. So if she can't smile at you because you planned this lovely date and leave her alone. No, she's in her phone all night. No, that's it. That's it. And if you can't get thank you so much for this wonderful date, or a text that maybe after the date, I had such a great time. Thank you so much. The food was great. I've never been to that place. What an interesting place. Just anything. Any sign of appreciation, any sign of, just gratitude. Okay, that's what it is. Garland says, masculine men don't want to relive a professional woman's missed childhood during a courtship. Dating activities with a masculine man will be a stark difference to what many women are used to. So tell me a little bit about that. What types of dates would masculine men take women on? That is a great, I like that. But tell me a little bit more about that. What would be different? And I have a list. I'm going to have to put it in my link tree. So I have a list of like 50 date ideas that are very unique, very different. Some of them don't cost a thing, but we need to up our dating game. But again, dating has gone to the wayside. Now that we have dating apps and we have people wanting to do Netflix and chill, people are not dating. They're not clever in their dating. There's nothing, fun or cute or interesting or different about it. And we need to up our dating game. Like, to me, dating is not only is it gathering information and data, it should be an experience. It should be a fun experience or an interesting experience or a fun memory. And yeah, I want you to put a little effort into it. I want you to think of interesting places to go in your city and interesting things to do. Not just your standard, going out to eat, even though there are some amazing restaurants where I live. There's some interesting restaurants and interesting places. So that's great. But yeah, I want to see people put effort into dating again. Okay, he says surprise play dates with a woman's girlfriend man. Men don't like being surprised by men they don't know. Okay, so is this like a double date? So a woman shows up with, is it a double date? I think is that what it is? Surprise play dates with a woman's girlfriend man. Okay, explain that to me. I'm going to be honest though. I went on a first date with a guy many moons ago, and I'm going to admit this. So that first date was, hey, meet at, we're going to a comedy show, but meet at this restaurant before, we're going to eat before, and, we're going to a comedy show. And when he showed up, there were 5 other couples there. And honestly, the reason why I did that is because I didn't know him. And so for safety reasons and just, saying, okay, well, these other couples are going to this comedy show too. We'll all eat dinner together. And then when we went to the comedy show, we all sat separately. So we didn't sit with all those people, but we had dinner together. And that was a surprise to him. And he made mention of that throughout dating him. He was like, yeah, the first date was like a group date. It was a surprise to me. So yeah, I wouldn't encourage that, but again, I didn't know him. And so for my safety and just because, okay, I don't know him, all these other people are going. We'll all have, oh, he says having tech issues. We'll all have, a meal together. And here's what was good about that, though. These other people got to observe him as well as me. And so I got to get their first impressions as well. So that was kind of cool. I got their first impressions. It wasn't just my first impression. It was all of their first impressions. So that was kind of interesting. But I would not encourage that. Like, that's the only time I've ever done it. And I would never do that again. But yes, it was an interesting experience because it wasn't just me and what I thought. It was all these other people that I knew. Okay. Thank you so much. If you would like to buy a badge, I always appreciate that. I appreciate you all. If anyone has any questions about tonight's live, so we are talking about the importance of investing based on the way you're treated. That is important. We're not investing in people based on how we feel about them, based on trying to get a specific outcome. You're going about it all wrong, and you're going to get a result that you're not going to like, or you're just going to straight up get used or mistreated. So you invest, you see what comes back towards you. And remember, it could be you taking that person out and then them taking you out. It could be their smile, their laughter. It could be their conversation. It could be their call, their text. It could be, a hug or a kiss or any form of appreciation, right? You should feel like this person wants to keep getting to know me. You should feel like this person is interested in getting to know me. You should feel appreciated by this person. And if you're not feeling that, abort, because if you keep going, sometimes that behavior triggers in a person, let me prove myself. Let me try harder. No, don't try harder. I am not of that school of thought. Do not try harder. Like, be a good person, be a kind person. But if that person cannot appreciate you being good and kind, abort. That's what needs to happen. Okay, he says, just because I date you doesn't mean I'm going to like all of the dudes your girlfriends hang out with. Men in my group hate surprise buddy dates. Okay, I got it. That's what I was thinking. This is like a surprise buddy date. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Totally get it. And like I said, I've been accused of that, and now I don't do that. Original text failed to post, so context is off. Sorry about that. All right, no problem. Okay, so just understand, if you find yourself pushing forward, and this is for men and women, if you're not feeling the love back, if you're not feeling the curiosity, if you're not feeling the interest, if you're not feeling just a genuine sense of appreciation, abort. That is not an invitation to try harder. That is not an invitation to go bigger and better, right? Leave them alone. That's what it's trying to tell you. Here's the second thing it may be telling you, that there is a wound there. There's a wound inside of you. There's a, am I good enough wound? There's a wound that says, I want people to choose me. I want people to like me. There's a wound there. And you need to tend to that. If there's a part of you that is interested in someone and you've said something, you've done something, as the man you've pursued and you don't feel any energy coming back, if you keep trying, if you go harder or go bigger, I need you to check that. There's something going on inside of you that will not allow you to say, well, you know what? There's no interest there. There's nothing coming back towards me. I'm just going to leave this alone. That's it. That's all I want you to do. And as a woman, if a man begins to pursue and you reciprocate and you're like, oh, wow, this is great. I love this place. And thank you so much for taking me here. And things start to appear cool, or there's this on again, off again energy. Again, you do not need to try harder. You need to just, stay in your feminine energy and remain passive, patient, and vulnerable. If There is no energy coming back towards you. That's what it is. That's what it is. You don't get into your boy energy to try to make something happen. And if there's something in you that's like, okay, I've just, I don't know, the last date was weird. I should have smiled more. I should have done this or I should have done that. And now I've got to really try. That's a wound inside of you that you have to tend to. And especially if the first thing you think in your head is what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Why isn't this person calling? Or why aren't they texting? Or why aren't they showing any interest in me? Why aren't they moving towards me? No, I never think that. I'm like, you know what? This ain't for me. And it's not about me. It's not for me and it's not about me. This person has stuff, whatever that stuff is. And y'all, let me say this. There are instances where people ghost you or people just, their interest wanes or they drop off. And there are a whole lot of times where it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. That person's got stuff at work. That person's had an ex return. That person's got stuff going on with their kids. That person's got an illness or an injury or something. That person's got stuff. Okay? It's not about you. But if the first thing you think in your head is, what is wrong with me? Why isn't this person choosing me? Why isn't this person showing up? Why aren't they interested anymore? Like when you make it all about you, there's a wound there that you need to tend to. I talked in another live several weeks back where I said, I want your knee-jerk reaction to people's ambivalence to be, oh, we're done. We're done. That's your knee-jerk reaction. Your knee-jerk reaction is not to try harder. Your knee-jerk reaction is not to call more and text more. Your knee-jerk reaction is, oh, it's over. That's my knee-jerk reaction every time. Oh, well, that was interesting. Every single time. That's over. That's the first thing I think. I don't make it about me. I don't make it about, something's wrong with me, that this person isn't choosing me. I don't make it about me. I say, well, that person's got something going on their end. They've lost interest for whatever reason. That says nothing about my worth and value. And even, let's go here. I'm going to go here. Even if it is you, let's say something was said or done on the date, in the call, with the texting. Okay. Remember, you're not for everybody. I don't know why I have to tell people this. Like, they feel a way. They feel like everybody should be choosing them. No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't. That's like, oh gosh, I had a really good analogy about that. But it's like, it's almost like just being just a regular old, this thing fits everybody, right? Okay, it's like the, when you buy something and it says one size fits all. Now, y'all know that ain't true. Y'all know that thing is not one size fits all, okay? Some people are bigger, smaller, husky up here and skinnier down here or whatever. That thing ain't one size fits all. You not one size fits all, okay? If I was picking a size, I would pick a size. I'm an 8, right? I'm an 8. I fit an 8. A man who's looking for an 8, that's me. A man who's looking for a 10, that's not me. A man who's looking for a 12. A man who's looking for a 4, that's not me. I'm an 8. Okay? There's lots of men out in the world looking for an 8. That's what I need. Okay? I need an 8. I need a man looking for an 8. Think about it that way. Pick a size. Pick a size. Don't have the label one size fits all. There is no such thing. I have picked my size. It's a size 8. So the man that is out there looking for a size 8, that's me. That's me. Okay? You're not one size fits all. He says, don't force it, baby. All right. Oh, boy. The best men I know are consistent in everything they do. Amen. That's the masculine men. And they sexy. It looks boring to some women, but it's carefully orchestrated to bring peace of mind. Men don't overthink. Ooh. And let me tell y'all, if there's women out there that do not like consistency, man, run away. Run away from those women. Those women mean you no good. There's nothing sexier. There's nothing more attractive than a man who is consistent. And not even just consistent with me. How about you be consistent with your workout? How about you be consistent with how you eat? How about you be consistent with seeing your kids? How about you be consistent with paying your bills? Like, that's it. So you said a whole word right there. And let me tell y'all, if a woman, let me say this. I had to say this to a male client earlier. If women use the term boring, run away. Like, run away from her. Run away. Well, your life sounds boring. That sounds boring. Just leave. Just leave. That woman mean you no good. Just leave her alone. Okay, just leave her alone. You good. You good. You want somebody that wants the peace and the stability that you bring. You want someone that wants the safety and security that you bring. Okay? But I'm an 8. He said 8 is a good size. That's right. I'm an 8. I'm not a one size fits all. I'm an 8. And I've had men come along that want a 2 or a 4 or a 10 or a 12 or a 14. I'm an 8. And I wear my 8 proudly. I'm an 8. And men who want an 8. Okay? So you ain't for everybody. It's okay. You're not for everybody. All right? Pick that number and you be that proudly. And if you sitting across from a man that wants a 4, no, I'm not that. I'm an 8. Like, I can't help you. I can't help you. We not a good fit. Right? It's all about the fit. And I need men that want a size 8. Like, that's it. So, don't try to be anything else other than that size. Pick that size, be that proudly, and there you go. And those are the people that you're looking for. And those are the people that's looking for you. Okay? But we got to check these core wounds that we have. A lot of people have wounds. And that knee-jerk wound of when someone pulls away, when someone doesn't call, or when someone's hot and cold, check yourself. If you find yourself leaning in, if you find yourself chasing or like, oh, I got to make something happen. I'm like, oh, I got that. Well, that's it. That's the first thing I think. Oh, I mean, that was fun. That was fun. That's it. That's all I think. Like, that was fun. On to the next. And that's what I want you to think. Don't keep leaning in. Don't keep trying to make something happen. Fellas, I know she's sexy. I know she's different. I know maybe you never had one of them before. But you about to get used. You about to get used trying to make something happen. Trying to, talk her into or convince her that you're that dude. Nope, leave her alone. You gonna get used. You gonna get used. So just remember I told you. But if she start giving that cool, ambivalent, leave her alone. Leave her alone. I made that reel about you all waiting for the person who is into you. Oh, I meant that in my soul. I meant that in my soul. I see couples every single day, and 75% of them don't have no business being together. One person is into the other and not the other way around. So it's like a one-sided thing. One person is into the other person, but the other person not so much. And it's a struggle. Like, that relationship is a struggle. Because one person is like, okay, I'm here. I want to do some work. I want to work on the relationship. The other person, not so much. Not so much. And them relationships, they scraggle along. They scraggle along until, the other person can't take it and then they end. I save myself that headache. I do. I wait for the person that want me, that I want. Okay? Wait. Be patient. I had a lady who went in the DM, said, I like this guy. I like everything about him. And I like how he's talking. And I like the things that he's doing. But I'm not physically attracted to him. Not him. Not him. Not him. Because guess what's going to happen? Your type going to come along. and you gonna be like, you know what? Like, this what I really want. This will really turn me on. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. And that gentleman, that's probably a lovely gentleman. I'm sure he has something that he brings of value. But you know what? Let the next sister have him. Let the next sister have him that want him, that think he cute, that it's just something about him that I just think is so cute. Because if you don't want him that way, if you don't think he's attractive, well, I don't find him physically attractive. Leave him alone. Because this one I'm going to tell y'all. So there's hard and there's abusive. When we think about relationships, right? Relationships going to start off great. And then one or two things going to happen. They're going to get hard or they're going to get abusive. Now, when this happened, you need to go about your business. When this happened, you got to have something there that's giving you a reason to work hard, right? You got to have something there. That something could be good loving. That something could be he cute, she fine, right? That something could be, man, we got this, we got this compatibility. We got this lifestyle compatibility, or we have these common goals or these common interests. You got to have something. You got to have something. But see, people, what they're doing, they're saying, well, I'm not physically attracted, but he got all these good qualities and he really into me. See, here we go. Here we go. You feeding your ego. He really into me. And that feeds my ego. That makes me feel good. Forget the fact that you ain't into him. Forget the fact that when you marry him and he's a good provider and he's doing everything he's supposed to do, you gonna stop having sex with him. Because you ain't really into little ugly like that. You like, I like what he do for me. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Let another woman that finds him attractive, let her be with him. Don't do that. Don't do that. But that's the first thing that's going to go. Is you going, and then, and I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm about to make some women mad, but I'm going to say it. So you got women out here, bruhs, be mindful. You ready? Be mindful. Because you got women out here that have been with these men. They've been dogged over. They've been treated poorly. And now they want to give little ugly a chance. Now they want to give the safe dude. That's what the safe dude. They want to give him a chance. They not into him like that. They not into him like talking about. But they've been, dug out and dogged out by all these other dudes. And now they won't give little ugly. They want to give little shorty. They want to give, the safe dude, the boring dude. They want to give him a chance, right? It's kind of like women that's been dogged out by men and then all of a sudden they like women. And I'm like, you know what? You don't really like no women. You just ain't trying to deal with dudes like that. But be aware of that. You can feel that energy coming off of them. But see, here's the thing. Lil Ugly is so tickled that the woman want him. Like, he like, oh, she calling me. She looking over here. Oh, I'm taking her out. See, and you about to get used. You about to get used. Okay? So, she run these little tests. Lean back and see if this person is reciprocating. Run these little tests because you about to get used. But no. Don't do that to yourself. So y'all, I'm just, I had to come on and just clear up some things because I've had a couple of people that they trying to make something happen. Don't make anything happen. If that person has an interest in you, a genuine interest, you're going to feel their energy coming towards you. And if they don't, you won't. And that's not your sign to try harder. That's not your sign. Oh, let me double down. Let me, send gifts. Let me send flowers. Don't do that. You leave them alone. And you say, you know what? I'm going to move on. I'm going to find someone that's interested in me, just like I'm interested in her or him, and I'm going to go about my business. Anything else? Hello? Anything else is you about to get used. And then guess what? Because you heard this, like if you on this live tonight and you heard me say this, it's on you. It's on you. That person ain't do you dirty. It's on you. Because I told you. I told you. So fellas, if a woman used the word boring or, oh, you're a good dude and this and that or whatever, but she telling you what it is. Nope. Leave her alone. Like I said, it's just certain things that I tell men. Women use the term boring. That's I appreciate a man that's consistent. I appreciate a man that's about his business. I appreciate a man that's drama free. I appreciate a man that when he call or text or I call him, I know where he is, what he's going to do, where he's going to be. I appreciate that. Nothing about that is boring. But if a woman is saying that, she still got some of that mess in her. Okay, I got a question. Okay. All right. I can't put it up. It says, how do you remain hopeful after waiting for so long? Whew. Remember the 3 tenets of femininity. We are passive, we are patient, and we are vulnerable. So you see how that patience, and that's a hard one. That's a hard lesson for a lot of women to learn, how to be patient. But here is how I do it. I focus on creating the best life I can create. That's how I do it. I don't just see when you sitting around, waiting. I'm not waiting. I'm preparing. That's what women need to do. You need to be preparing. But if you sitting around waiting, it's going to suck. It's going to feel bad. You're going to be like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of waiting. Because you're waiting. Like, you need to be preparing. You need to be creating a life that you love. And that's whether a man is in it or not. Like, just create a life that you enjoy. I do. I be doing stuff. I mentor undergraduate college students. I give back to the hospitals. I give to the food bank. I have a speaking engagement at a single mother's speaking thing. I think it's next week. I have things that I do that make me feel good, that make me feel purposeful. I have organizations that I give back to. That is so, so important. You must be creating a life that you love. I'm not sitting around just, some man is going to come into my life and rescue me and just, make my life interesting. And y'all, I'm going to say it. Y'all, some of y'all ain't going to like it, but I'm going to say it. A lot of you women are not that interesting. Like, you not interesting. You don't have nothing going on. You not clever. You not witty. You don't have nothing to talk about. Your conversation skills is dry. So prepare. Okay? That's what I mean by that. Prepare. Okay? Have something interesting to talk about. And something more than what you watching on television. Okay? Y'all come into it. And what y'all want to talk about? Stuff you watched on television. Y'all, I don't know what is going on with my internet. I don't know if it's late. I don't know what. There we go. All right, I'm back. I don't know what's going on with my internet. I do not know. That's a great question. I'm being patient because I've been single like a dollar bill all my life, but I've been working on myself in the meantime while life continues on. Yeah, because life is going to continue. Life is going to continue. My life is in progress every single moment. Okay. So in my world, there is no wasted time, right? If I dated a man for 4 years and we didn't get married and that relationship ended and I moved on, I still live my life. I enjoyed the time with him. I enjoyed the things we did. I enjoyed the places we went. And now I'm free to enjoy the rest of my life. So we have to stop saying that wasted time. There is no such thing. You lived, right? You lived, you breathed, you took up space on the earth. Now, if you didn't do anything with that time, that's on you. But see, I'm always producing. I'm always creating. I'm always developing myself. So there is no wasted time. There is me saying, okay, you and I don't want the same thing. So you and I will no longer have time together. Like our time is done. That's what I say. Our time is done. But I didn't waste my time. I lived. I produced, I created, I did things during that time. And this particular relationship may not have had the result that I wanted, but I still lived. I still had a fabulous life. I still went places. I still did things. I still celebrated my birthdays and celebrated Christmas and all that other good stuff. So we got to stop looking at it like that. It may feel like wasted time, but honestly, it's because you're not doing anything. It's because your life is just not that interesting. Your life is not purposeful. I'm always in my purpose. I'm always doing something to move that ball down the field all the time. But I'm going to be real. A lot of women. So you are saying that getting married isn't important. Absolutely not. I'm saying if marriage is the goal, yes, that's your goal. But the reality is this. I can't make a man do anything. I can only focus on myself. I can only control myself. And trust me, I control the hell out of me. I control the hell out of my time and what I do and where I put my focus. I control me. And that's what I want women to do. I think they spend too much time trying to control everything but themselves. They want to control everything but them. Control yourself. Create a life for yourself that you love and enjoy. Do things that bring you joy. That is the reason why I'm a happy person. That's the reason why I'm a content person. I love my life. I love the life that I have created. And if ever I don't love that life, guess who has the power to change it? Me. I change my life. So yes, of course, marriage, if that's your goal, that's a great goal. I 100% support that. But what I'm telling women is, one, stop making marriage an idol. Stop acting like you're not a whole, complete person unless you're married. That's a lie. Two, stop putting your happiness or your contentment on something that you think is going to bring that into you. It starts from the inside out. Okay? Focus on yourself. Focus on what you can control. And I have a reel coming out, and that reel is basically telling women my trick. So here's my trick to attracting great men. I become a better woman. Like, become a better woman. That's how you attract great men. But women, they ask me that all the time. How do I attract these high value, high quality men? Become a high quality, high value woman. Become that man's dream girl. That's how you do it. Become his dream girl. And when you cross his path, he's like, whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. And guess what? That's what you have control over. See, it ain't hard. That's what you have control over is you. Being single and being so accomplished in other areas almost makes you feel like a misfit. But I want you to focus on things other than, when you say accomplished, is that work? Is that, I want you to focus on just other things that you love and enjoy. That's it. That's it. No, marriage is important, but she is not going to put her life on hold. Yeah, waiting for dinner. No, I'm not. I'm not. I love my life. I absolutely love my life. And I look forward to welcoming a man into it. I look forward to being welcomed into his life. But, I love the life I've created. Yes, and it's the one thing that I can control. I can't control men and what they do and who drops down on one knee and asks me to marry them. I can't control that. So, yeah, that's the thing that I think women are frustrated by. They want to control everything. And I'm actually saying to them, I know this internet service, oh my God, it is just tearing me up. But you can't control that. Just focus on yourself. You can't tell someone how to love you. Get to see how they love and decide if you want to participate. Yeah. Yeah. It's not hard. So, but if there's something deep down in you that when a person leans back, when a person goes cold, when a person pulls away, when a person doesn't seem interested, they seem lackluster. If that triggers you to do more, you have a wounding there. And I want you to pay attention to that. Pay attention because it's trying to tell you something. And that's something you can do something about. You can't do anything about the person and their lack of interest. You leave them alone. But you say to yourself, what's going on inside of me? This person is leaning back and I'm feeling the need to lean forward. I'm feeling the need to chase more. I'm feeling the need to, call more, text more, ask what's going on, what's happening, That's a wound inside of you because people who are healed in that area, people who love themselves, they know their worth. Guess what their initial reaction is to that? Okay. Oh, I mean, that's over. Okay. Right. That's our initial reaction. Securely attached people, when people become indifferent, when they become lukewarm, we're like, that was fun. that's my first reaction. Oh, that was fun. I got to, go to a few new restaurants and, that was interesting. That was a great thing we went to. That's it. That's all. It doesn't say anything about me. It doesn't say anything about my worth and value. It doesn't mean I'm not enough. It doesn't mean anything. That's it. So that's the road to becoming more securely attached, is you have got to recognize that people, their interest grows cold for all kinds of reasons. People got their stuff. I'm always saying that. Don't make their stuff your stuff. Okay? They going through something that don't have anything to do with me. That's it. Hello. All right. Don't take silence personal. The older you get, the more extra stuff grown folk have to deal with. For sure. Usually involves family, kids, or work. Yep. And those are a whole lot of things that you can't do anything about. I mean, it just is what it is. So, yeah, please don't take it personal. But take notes from this live tonight. If you are coming in on the end, I want you to watch the replay. And I'm going to apologize right now for all these internet interruptions. Nothing irritates me more than when I'm sitting right in my house attached to the Wi-Fi and this thing says pause due to poor connection. Because I'm like, gosh, dang it, I don't got no poor connection. Like, what is happening? I'm sitting right in my studio, so I don't know what's going on. But please watch the replay. Some of you can benefit from this because I've been getting a lot of questions like this. A lot of questions about, this person's gone cold or lackluster, they're ambivalent. Okay, you're done. Like, I don't have nothing extra for you. You done. You're done. Unless that person's interest comes back on its own, you don't do nothing. You just, you display your interest, and if they continue to get colder and colder, you done. That's what that means. So, don't try harder. Don't lean forward. You just, okay, that was fun. That was interesting. I enjoyed, the few dates we had. That's how you see it. Okay. Yes, please watch the replay. I am headed to bed because I got to get up early tomorrow. I'm in a fitness challenge, and y'all, I'm every single day is getting better and better. I'm getting more and more disciplined. So I needed this. He says teenagers in your neighborhood downloading and doing TikTok videos, slowing down the internet. That's funny you say that because someone else told me that too. They said it's something about like 9 and beyond that the people in my neighborhood, like we're all online, all these people are online, and it's just pulling the internet all kinds of ways. So I assume that's what it is. It never happens any other time. So please, please, please check out the replay. Thank you so much to everyone who purchased a badge tonight. I love you all so much. I love. You all know that. And if you are serious about having genuine love, genuine connection, a real relationship, okay? Not one person using the other. I want you to rock with me. Stay on this channel. Let's keep the conversation going because I believe we need it now more than ever. Men and women, we're born for each other. We need each other. That's how we're going to make things right in this world. So keep rocking with me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. As always, stay open to love.